Hey guys, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Now this lady is upset because her husband has been spending a lot of their money on an OF girl. Yes, if you don't know what OF is, we're talking about OnlyFans. Her husband been splashing the money, spending them checks, and she's found out and she has something to say and a message she wants to give other women.
Your marriage. I'm so ashamed to be talking about this online, but hopefully I can spread awareness. About 4 nights ago, I was on my husband's phone and I saw an email that looked a little suspicious to me. I clicked on it and there were $350 in charges on his credit card, purchasing fans only content. Mind you guys, I'm older and I didn't know what it was. But after doing some research, I found out. I'm so disappointed in the man who I thought loved me. This Natalie woman is supplying this type of content to married men. Any woman out there watching this, I want you to know about these online girls that are doing these things. And if you have dealt with something like this, just know you're not alone.
This girl on this app.
So this is the girl in question. This is the girl she's talking about who has been talking to her husband and her husband has been sending her loads of money on OF. Now, I've got this to say about the situation. I think this girl has absolutely nothing to do with the way this man is conducting himself in his marriage. He knows his wife don't want him talking to OnlyFans girls, and his wife most definitely does not want him sending them checks. This man has spent a substantial amount of money. What did he think was going to happen when his wife found out? But his wife is directing her energy in the wrong place. Her energy needs to be going towards her husband. These OnlyFans girls, these women who are, adult content creators, they are not responsible for your marriage. Your husband needs to know that he cannot go online and be talking to these women, sending checks that you've got things you need to spend your money on, spending your bill money online, talking to other women. This is a form of cheating. And if he wanted to talk to other women on, Instagram, OnlyFans, he should have told his wife. But for her to bring this energy to our OnlyFans girl makes no sense. It's like some woman who's upset because her husband's watching, porno videos, right? There's no point in, you being upset with the women who are in those videos. That energy's got to go to your husband because your husband needs to know what he can do and what he cannot do in that marriage. And he must have known that, he would be crossing the line if he was spending loads of your money, spending his time talking to OnlyFans women, making some sort of request to them. Because my knowledge of these OnlyFans girls is these guys pay them money and they do what the guys want. Like, the guy will ask them to, remove a piece of clothing and he will throw them checks at them. So your husband has gone there and he has consciously went and seeked out these women and he spent that money. Now, I get that she's upset because the woman is also younger than her. So you've got the fact that he's gone out there and spoke to an OnlyFans woman and spent his checks, but he's also speaking to a woman that is a lot younger than his wife. Now, realistically, a lot of these guys, older guys who are on, paying these girls checks on OnlyFans are speaking to women who are rapidly younger than them. The woman in question, she's clearly maybe like in her 50s and her husband's probably going to be similar aged or older. And it is kind of creepy and it would kind of cringe you out when you know your husband who is potentially talking to women, or sorry, this is not potentially, your husband is talking to women who are so young they could be his daughter. Like, ooh, I get it. It would put me the hell off him. But I wouldn't be coming to the girls he's speaking to. These girls are here to just get paid. Like, they're doing a job. They want to make money. Old creepy guys are the top market source. Like, these are the main guys that cash them out, send them checks, pay for boob jobs, send them on holiday. Like, these are the guys that do it. Old creepy guys who want to talk to younger women. That's the main market for this sort of thing. And I get it, because if your husband's out here spending his money trying to, fly out, models of OnlyFans, spending his dough on them, offering them all sorts of cosmetic surgery procedures. Ew. Like, ew, what the hell? Or, you know, you're in your house and you're thinking, when did this man get time to speak to these girls? Like, maybe you're in bed, you think he's up in his office, like, working hard, doing some overtime in the office, but the type of overtime he is doing is speaking to these women online. I get it, girl. I get why she's upset. But as I said, the anger's directed the wrong place. This husband needs to know his place, or he's got to get going, yeah? Now, I know there's a lot of women who authorize their husband to go to the strip club. I don't really think you should have your husband all up in the strip club because, you know, when he's lusting over these women, eventually, you know, he's going to want to take this in a real life. I don't believe it's just going to remain, you know, something he just looks at like a movie and he goes about his business. No, he's been watching these women in the strip club and now he's probably fantasizing about really being with another woman in real life. But every relationship has, you know, their own boundaries. Like, you're allowed to set your boundaries, what you accept and what you do not accept. This wife does not accept her husband being on OnlyFans. So if he wants to continue spending their money and being on OnlyFans, there's only one way for this to move forward, and that is to slap him with a divorce. So would I, as a woman, prefer my man to be having an affair in real life or talking to an OnlyFans girl? I would rather my man be having an affair in real life. And some of you are probably like, what the hell? Why would you rather your man be having an affair in real life? You know why? Because there's something I find more sleazy about him being on the computer and paying out his checks, right? There's something sneaky about him. I don't like that. Like, he's gone in the bathroom, maybe I think he's going toilet, he's on his phone just throwing the dough at these women online, uploading his credit card details. To me, I'd rather he had an affair in real life. I don't believe a man who spends all his checks and his money on OnlyFans is necessarily a man who is faithful to you anyway. It gives me the impression that he could possibly be out there paying physical women, like, you know, women, ladies of the night, to spend the night with him. Because I can see he's the type of guy that wants to spend money to get his kicks. So I would rather he'd met a woman in real life and he had found himself in an affair than for him to be out there seeking OnlyFans models, possibly paying for ladies of the night. Like, that for me is an absolute no. Girls, ladies, men, whoever's watching this right now, let me know what you think in the comments, right? Would you rather your man or your partner be out there paying for OnlyFans, ladies of the night, or just outrightly just had an affair? Because to me, I find the one who's out here just busting his checks out for women on the gram, women everywhere, like OnlyFans and all of that, I find him more untrustworthy. I find him sly. I find him more intentional. He went out there with the intentions to find himself some women to look at, and I believe his intentions are to bring it into the real life, but he's going to throw a check. So what else are you throwing a check at? Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. I'm definitely going to see you guys on another one.